Good morning, students. In the last class, we studied up to formatting a table. Okay, so take out page number 28. So today we will know how to change row. Okay, row height, column height. Okay, the height of that particular table, rows and column. That all things we will know. So first of all, we will study change the row height. So how it is possible? There are different way to change that. So first way, what is that? So first of all, we have to click where we have to click, select the row, particular row we have to select. The first step, select the row whose height to be changed. Okay, that row I will select, then right click to the select row, then we will go table property. When you select the row, then after right click, first of all you have to select the row, then after right click, then after right clicking there is option table properties. In table properties you can see this option. Okay, and here the all this you can change the row height, what height you want, all the you can specify by the move up and down button. Next, another thing that we can also change it by the only mouse. Okay, we can change it by the mouse. It is the by the right click on that particular row, and then what we are doing, then we are going in the table properties. First we select that row, then after right click, then after we are going this table properties, and this dialog box will appear. In this dialog box we can adjust the value of the row according to our choice. Next, same thing we can perform without this option, we can do by the help of mouse also. So how you can do this by the help of mouse? You can see here in this page number 29, this when you just where you have to place the pointer edge of the column or row, जहाँ पे आपको वो करना है टेबल का एडजस्टमेंट, यू हैव टू ओनली आपको माउस उसके पास लेके जाना है रो और कॉलम के एज पे, किनारे पे. देन आफ्टर व्हाट यू विल सी, दिस योर माउस पॉइंटर विल चेंज इन दिस टाइप ऑफ, ओके, intersecting arrow. Your mouse pointer will change in this shape. Okay, then after you have to drag. Okay, you have to drag and you will see according to your choice, your need, you can adjust your row and column. You can also change the width of column by clicking layout with spin. Okay, present in cell size group in the layout. Okay, so from here also you can do in the here in the layout tab, there is a this box you will see. In this layout tab there is a option for the cell size. Okay, and this cell size option you will get in the layout tab. From here also you can adjust. Okay, width of the column you can also adjust from here, width of the column. Okay, or this by the mouse intersecting arrow you can do also. So this is about to changing the height of row. So same we can do with the also changing column width. So column width, again the same thing we will do. Right click means we will select that particular column, right click, and then after we will go the table properties, and in table properties you will see this again dialog box, same type of dialog box you will get here, and you can change the height, or okay, we can adjust the size of the length of that particular column, or the same by the mouse also you can do. Next we will do splitting the cell. Splitting the cell means we will, what is the meaning of splitting? Splitting cell means divide a selected cell into separate cell. Divide means suppose this is the my cell first already, I want to divide it, so this I can possible. I have a cell like this, I want to divide like this is also possible. So I can divide like this either horizontally or vertically, that is possible. So this is about the splitting cell. Okay, now how you will do? First of all, select the cell. What I will do, I have to select the cell. I will select it, then after click on the layout, where click on the layout tab, then after select the split cell button in the merge group, where you will get in the merge group. You can see this is the merge group here, this is the merge group. In this there is one option, you can see split cell. Okay, this split cell option we will select. Then split cell dialog box will appear. This dialog box will come out. In this split cell you can number of columns, how many columns you want and how many row you want, that you have to select. Then after you have to click on the OK. Then your that particular cell will be splitted. Okay, how many rows and column you have given, that according to that command, that your particular cell will be divided, it will be splitted. Okay, next is your merging cell. Merging cell means, suppose sometimes unnecessary means, suppose this is my, okay, this is the my, suppose cell, or okay, this is my cell, and what I want, this line is a extra line, I want to merge it and I want to make it one. This line I want to remove and I want to make one. So for this, for the entire table also you can do. Suppose this is the table, so many grids are there and I want to make the one. So how it is possible? It is also possible. Okay, so that we will see here. So for this, what you have to do, first of all you have to go where, again, layout tab. First of all you have to select that particular row or column to whom you want to merge, or particular cell, that particular cell you have to select for the merging. Then after what you have to do, you have to go in the layout tab. In layout tab you will see the merge cell. This option you will get in the merge group, where you will get in the merge group, you will get this merge cell. Then after, the data gets merged into single cell. When you will click on the merge cell, you can see this data earlier in the in this different cell. Now after merging you can see this English value all come in the one cell. You can see here. So this is about the merging of the cell. You can see here. Okay, next is applying border and shading. Applying border and shading, same like in MS Word. Suppose I am writing in the particular page, I can apply the border, we can change color that. Same thing also we can do here. So for this, what we have to do, select the entire table, because I have to apply that border for the entire table. So what we will do, we will select the entire table by the help of this table move handle. Then after, we will go in the design tab. In the design tab you will see there is a line style and line weight, and where you will get this line style and line weight from draw border group. And then after, click on the draw border group, and then after one dialog box will appear that you will see in the next page. See here, this dialog box will appear, and here you can see there is different style of borders are there. So anyone you can select, that will be applied to your table. Okay, and also give color effect to your table. Also you can fill some shadings, some different dimensions like 2D or 3D. That all options you will get here. If you have the computer at your home, you can also do the practical, then you will understand it more nicely. Okay, now next is your resize table. Resize table means I can change the size of my table. I can resize it. To increase or decrease the size of table manually by using the table resize handle. The word also refers ready-made solution to resize the table. Okay, resizing of table can be done by AutoFit option that offers flexibility and automatically resize the column width based on different criteria. So there are some options, there are some different options to resize our table. So how we will do, first in the table tool we will see there is layout tab. In the layout tab there is a cell size. In the cell size there is one option AutoFit. In AutoFit you can see again there are three: AutoFit contents, AutoFit window, AutoFit with color. AutoFit means, suppose I create a table and that table is in the some row or some the line, some bigger, some is smaller in their height. Okay, some like in the row also some rows height is bigger, some is smaller. To make it good, to look good, I want to adjust automatically. I don't want to adjust one by one. So there is a one option in the table tool, layout, table layout, cell size, and there is a auto fit. In the auto fit there is again three different option. Okay, what are that option? Auto fit content, auto fit window, auto fixed column width. Auto fit content, it adjusts the column width according to data entered. So as we have data entered, what is the length of our data, what is the width of our data, according to that it will be adjusted. It means it will be auto fit according to the content. Next is auto fit window. Selecting this option will adjust table according to margin set on the window. So it will be adjusted according to our window margin, as we have given the margin in our window, or that according to our page setup, that will be fitted. So according to a window it will be adjusted. Next is fixed column width. The column width get fixed and the text is warped in the same cell. It means I had given a particular size. Okay, I have given one particular size. Suppose I have given this size. Okay, and I don't want to change this size, but my text is exceeded. Okay, then what will happen? So how it will adjust according to this fixed column width, that particular text will be warped. So this can be possible, warped. It will be in that particular column, that column size will not change, the width of the column will not change, only the text will be warped inside that cell. So this is fixed column width. So the column width get fixed and text warped in the same cell. Got it? Okay. When you click on the table, you notice plus sign our upper left corner. This is called table move handler. As I told that this arrow like this here, this is called table move handle. Okay, and the small hollow square at the bottom right of the corner is called table resize handle. Here is the table resize handle. Here you can see this is your table resize handle, and this is your table move handle. This is used to move the table. This handle is used for the move the table, and this handle is used for the resize your table. Got it? Okay. Next is your alignment of the text. This alignment is nothing but, as we are studying in the MS Word, adjustment of the text, left, right, center. So left, it will start from the left. Center, it will start from the center. Right, it will start from the right. So this is for the alignment of the text. Okay, next you can see this alignment of text is possible, like left, center, okay, none, around. So these options you will get from where you will, in the table tool there is a one property, there is a table layout. In the layout you will see, in that layout there is a table group. In table group there is an option for the properties, that particular cell you can check the properties, and that you can align this or your text. This is about your alignment of text. You can alignment of text you can adjust. So this you will see in the layout option. In that there is a property option. In that table group there is a property option in that table group, and from there you can adjust your alignment, or there is a particular tab in the ribbon also to adjust your alignment. Next is text alignment in a table. Now in a table you have to do the text alignment, that is also possible. So how? Same thing we will do. We will go in the layout tab, there is a table tool, then alignment group. So this is what is the difference in the both. Alignment of a table means like alignment of a table means, already alignment of a table means whatever the text we will enter, they will take in that way, means for all the data. Suppose I taken from the right, so I will enter the data any cell of that table, that will start from the left to right, as if I chosen like that. But in some particular, in the fixed, suppose I want to change for some particular cell. For this particular cell I want to enter from the center, so that is also possible for this. Okay, text alignment in a table, so that particular I can also change for this. I want to use center, so that I can do also for the entire also, or for particular cell also. For this entire cell also I can do one thing, or for this particular also I can change. So you can see this is for the text alignment in a table. So this last one is your calculation in table. So this is very important one, calculation in table. So in the in table, if data are there, we can add, we can subtract, we can multiply, we can square, all the mathematical operation we can do. We can perform many mathematical operation in this table. If you use MS Excel, in Excel you can do the many operations. Okay, and also you can make your own formula for adding, subtracting, or for your own uses. You can make your own formula, that is also possible. Some predefined formulas are there also. So what you have to do, first of all you have to go in the layout. In table group you will get this layout. In that there is an option formula. You can see there is an option. What the option is, the name formula. In the formula there is a one option, again you will get sum. Okay, so then by the help of this sum you can add. Suppose in one cell, suppose this is your cell, here you write 4 and here you write 3, and you want to add it 6. So you can select this cell and use this sum option. You will get 6 here. Sorry, 4 plus 3 7 you will get here. Okay, so this is possible in this by the help of this sum. Okay, in this sum is what it is just like this, as I told that this is your table. Okay, and here is your 2 and here is your 3. Okay, this is your table name A or B. This is the, okay, this row name, this column name is AB, like that. So here in this C you want to add, so here it should be 5, here is 7, here is 8, so it should be 15 here. So how it is possible, you have to select this 2 and this 3 and you will use this sum option. You will get here 5. Same 7 plus 8 you will get a 15 here by the help of this sum option. It is possible. Same subtraction is also possible, you can do it. Understood? Next is your updating calculation in table. Suppose sometimes you may changes or add new data in a table. What provide facility to update changes? To update the sum in a table, how you will do? Select any cell and change its data. Suppose this any cell I have, here is 4 3 2 1, I want to change it. So you can select it and you can replace this data by 2 or whatever data you want to replace, you can replace that. Then now select the data of cell where total sum is displayed. So here you want to display the sum, because 4 plus 2 it should be 6 here. I have to now select this particular cell because already I have changed here. Now I have to change here. Then what I will do, I will press F9. Always remember what I will press, F9. Understood? You have to press F9. When you press F9, this is the shortcut key. When you press F9, your data will be updated. So okay, so this recap you please read and write in your copy and learn, and try to solve objective questions also by yourself. I will also provide the answer. Thank you.